Time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it.
The first play of the game going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown on the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Once again, it's Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Williams. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Williams now off the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Looking to throw. Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. McCarthy completes this to Addison out left. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. On the give. Here's McBride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's McBride. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Williams. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Bears had 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. Williams. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McCarthy. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. These 2 teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well. So
the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. A check down here to Jones. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Williams. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Evans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week and has handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy over the middle, complete to Addison. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy, middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Williams looking to throw on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Williams on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Santos' kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
To throw on second down. McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw here hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw on second down. McCarthy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Off the bootleg, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Here's Williams on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Williams. That is caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. And now a run with McBride. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A run here with McBride. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Again, it's Jones. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And An inside give to Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 30-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The give is to Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points in the game?
No, I mean, what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.